Hello, and welcome to this class. My name is Kirsten Wubani, and I'll be taking you on the subject, physical and health education. The theme of this lesson is health education, and the topic is personal, school, and community health. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the determinants of health, discuss the determinants of health. You will also be able to identify the sources of water supply. You'll be able to explain the meaning of sewage and refuse. You'll be able to identify the methods of sewage and refuse disposal. And lastly, you'll be able to identify the characteristics of a healthy person. Since we'll be talking so much about health, let us define health. Health is defined as a state of being free from injury or illness. The World Health Organization defined health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not just the absence of disease or illness. So this goes to say that beyond being free from disease and illness, someone in good health should be physically healthy, mentally healthy, and socially healthy. Being physically healthy means that you are free from illness and diseases. Being mentally healthy means that someone can understand or easily grasp what happens around him and understand what people say. And being socially healthy means that one is able to interact with other people. Now, there are factors that affect how healthy people are or can be. These factors are known as determinants of health. There are three main determinants of health. They are heredity, environment, and lifestyle. We'll take a quick look at each of them. By heredity, this means that the members of a family pass traits from one generation to another through genes. For example, a particular health condition can be passed from grandparents to parents and from parents to children. Examples of health conditions that can be passed through genes are the sickle cell disease, color blindness, Down syndrome, cancer, in some specific cases. It's important for us to note that the environment and lifestyle of people may sometimes determine how some inherited conditions affect these people. For example, we have inherited conditions like hypertension, heart failure, asthma, diabetes, obesity. Okay, let's just use obesity as an instance. Some people who have obesity, as a health condition in their families, their environment and lifestyle can determine how this obesity affects them. For example, if they have a lifestyle where they may perhaps lack exercise or do not eat healthy diets, the possibility that this condition would increase and cause severe health condition to them will be there. But if they have a lifestyle that is quite clean, eat balanced diets, do regular exercise, and have a healthy social life, such inherited condition may not affect them as such. So, environment and lifestyle have a big role to play in some inherited conditions. Another factor that determines health is lifestyle. And we say lifestyle refers to the way people live their lives, which include their habits, their tastes, their attitude, etc. Negative lifestyles such as smoking, drug and alcohol abuse, self-medication, anger and bitterness, loneliness, and sedentary lifestyle can all lead to bad health or can make people develop bad health conditions. While positive lifestyles such as eating balanced diet, having regular sleep, having regular medical checkups, drinking lots of water, not taking drugs, saying no to drugs, and regular exercise can help promote good health. Another determinant of health is our environment. By environment, we simply mean our surrounding. The air, water, and soil are all parts of our physical environment. A dirty and contaminated environment will attract illness and diseases. For example, we have dirty environments here. Here we have a community that looks dirty. While a clean and fresh environment will promote good health, you can see environments where the land is clean and fresh, probably the water and air around there is clean. Okay, we can see images of clean environments. And here we can see images of dirty environments. People who live in such dirty environments tend to have bad health conditions because obviously the waters are polluted, the air they breathe is polluted, and even the land is polluted. So the possibility of developing serious health conditions are there. While people who live in clean environments such as what we see here will definitely lead healthier lives. Now, talking more on our environment, we say that air, water, and land are part of our environment. It's important to know that how clean or dirty they are affects us a great deal. Take, for instance, look at these three images. You see that the air in this environment is very, very polluted. Imagine if these people have to always inhale this air. It means that they are inhaling harmful substances, taking them into their system. And what happens is that over time, these harmful substances will give them sicknesses or diseases. Here we also have a water body that is polluted by waste coming in from the community. Such water, when used, either by drinking it, using it to bathe, can easily cause diseases or infections on the body. Here we also have polluted land. We can see that people who live in such environments will definitely not have healthy lifestyles. We are going to further talk about water. We'll be looking at safe water. What are the qualities that make water safe for us to drink or to use in our homes? Then we are also going to be looking at different kinds of waste, such as sewage and refuse. Now, what is safe water? Safe water is water that is free from harmful substances which will not cause any harm, especially when taken into the body or used in bathing or cooking. Why is it important that we are talking about safe water? It's because water plays a very, very vital role in our body systems. If we take in clean water, it is that clean water that our body will make use of in working. And if we take in dirty water, our body will also make use of that dirty water. So, we drink water, we use it to cook. Even our plants and animals need water to live, actually. So, it's important for us to make sure that the water we use or take into our body is safe. So we say some qualities of safe water are: 1, safe water is colorless. For example, you can see this water is colorless. And we have another image of water that has color. This is clean water, while this is dirty water. Imagine someone drinking this kind of water. What will happen to his body system? 2, safe water is odorless. Water is not supposed to smell. If water has a smell, then it is not safe for drinking. Safe water is tasteless. It is free of harmful substances such as bacteria. It is also rich in minerals. There are some minerals that our body needs. Example, calcium, magnesium, zinc. Safe water should contain some of these minerals in safe quantities. Now, since we are talking about water, we'll be looking at the sources of water. The sources of water are grouped into two. We have the natural sources and the man-made sources. Natural sources of water are our streams, rivers, lakes and ponds, seas and oceans, while man-made sources of water include dams, wells, hand pumps and canals. But for the sake of our class today, we'll be talking more on natural sources of water. Now, natural sources of water are further grouped into rainwater, surface water, and underground water. What is rainwater? Rainwater is water that is gotten when rain falls. So when rain falls, it collects on the earth's surface as surface water and under the earth as underground water. So when rain falls, it means that it gives us two kinds of water, surface water and underground water. We'll take a look at what they are. Surface water are all the rivers, streams, ponds, oceans, lakes that form on the earth's surface. So all the water that is above the ground are surface water. Water in rivers, streams, and lakes comes from rain and the melting of ice on mountains. Okay? Underground water is formed by rainwater that seeps into the ground. So when rain falls, some seep into the ground, and those ones form what we call underground water. And people can collect them by digging wells, constructing hand pumps, taps, drilling boreholes, etc. Now, we said that we are also going to be looking at land, the things that make our lands unclean or unhealthy for us. And we mentioned sewage and refuse. So, sewage is waste that is carried in water, such as we have here, which is transported through septic tanks or drains to where they are deposited or processed. Here is an image of a septic tank. Examples of sewage are grey water and black water. Grey water is sewage from our sinks, bathtubs, clothes washers, dishwashers, and our shower. While black water is sewage from the water we use in flushing toilets together with the human waste, such as feces and urine, toilet papers, etc. Refuse. What is refuse? Refuse is solid waste. So, as opposed to sewage, sewage is liquid waste, while refuse is solid waste. Solid waste or material that is rejected and regarded as useless or worthless, as you can see in this image. Examples of refuse are food waste, scraps, garbage, useless machine parts, furniture, bottles, building materials, soil, etc. Now, we're looking at different ways that we can dispose of sewage and refuse. Waste disposal is the proper removal of used, harmful, or unwanted substances from the environment. So, waste disposal has to do with the proper disposal of waste. The methods that we use for refuse disposal are plenty, but we'll just mention or look at a few of them. Number one, landfill. This is the burying of waste in land. For example, we can see here, most times communities provide a very large portion of land where all the waste are dumped and then they are covered with soil. Two, combustion or incineration. This is the burning of waste in an incinerator. Most times, this method is used for disposing of solid wastes. So solid wastes are burnt at high temperatures to totally reduce their size or convert them to gaseous form that are now released into the air. Here we have an image of waste being burnt in an incinerator. We can see the smoke coming out from this incinerator. Here, these wastes are being converted to their gaseous forms and being released into the air. Recycling. This method involves taking useful waste items out from the bulk of waste materials and transforming them to serve useful purposes. It's important to note that there are some things we call useless, some items we throw away as waste, which can be processed and be made into useful forms. For example, we have an image here of how plastic bottle is processed. So the first thing that happens in this form of waste disposal is collection of the wastes. Okay, the wastes are collected, and then the next thing that happens is sorting. The wastes are sorted depending on what material they are made of. For example, we can see here that these wastes have been sorted into paper, glass, plastic, and metals. The next thing after sorting is melting. The plastic bottle that has been sorted out is made to undergo melting by the application of heat. After melting them, they undergo another process known as flaking. This process just kind of converts the items into tiny pieces. After flaking, the flaked materials can now be used to produce other plastic items such as plastic doormats, some clothes, and also plastic bottles for bottling water. So, I think recycling is a very, very useful method for waste disposal. Another method of refuse disposal is burning and burying. This involves gathering and burning of wastes. So wastes are dumped in large pits and they are burnt, and then the ashes remaining are covered with soil. Composting. This method makes use of natural biological process. Waste such as food wastes, plant wastes, feathers, paper, etc. are dumped on the ground and allowed to rot. Okay, it's important for us to note at this point that the wastes that can be disposed of with this method are wastes that can decay. So that is why we have things like food waste, plant wastes. Waste such as plastics and metals which do not decay cannot be disposed of with this method. So these wastes are dumped on the ground, as we can see here. And then, to facilitate or speed up this decay process, microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, worms are introduced or added into these wastes. And then their actions break down the waste into simple and useful substances like fertilizers. Now, talking about method of disposal, method of sewage disposal. We have some of them. The first here is on-site disposal system. Here, liquid waste from our bathrooms, toilets, laundry go into pipes from our homes. These pipes carry the waste to a septic tank. Now, the liquid waste is treated in this septic tank before being disposed of through drains known as French drains. So we have an image here. You can see some plumbing fittings in homes that carry liquid waste from the home directly to this septic tank. When they are in this septic tank, they are treated. And after the treatment, they are sent into the surrounding soil. Well, this method is useful, especially if it's just a small home that is making use of this disposal system, because the wastes are just sent into the surrounding. There is no other place they go to. Now, effluent disposal system. This system accommodates more sewage. The waste from different homes in a community is transported directly through large pipes to a large body of water where they are disposed of. So this method does not require the use of French drains, but it means that the wastes go directly from the septic tanks where they are treated, and they are sent into large water bodies like we have in this image. These are homes, okay, and these are septic tanks from these homes. You can see that definitely the pipings take the wastes into the septic tank, and there are pipes connected to this septic tank that take these wastes from the septic tank down to a large body of water. So that's about effluent disposal system. It works more in communities. Full sewage system. In this system, all the wastes from our toilets, shower, laundry, go directly into sewer pipes, and it's pumped into a large body of water, such as a lagoon. So there are no septic tanks here, there are no French drains. The sewage have to be sent directly to a large water body by the use of sewer pipes. As you can see here, these are sewer pipes. There is an image demonstrating how sewage can go from homes directly to sewer pipes and then into a water body, such as a lake. Having talked about the three main determinants of health, remember we said they are heredity, lifestyle, and environment. It's also important for us to know that there are other factors that affect our state of health. They are employment, income, and working condition of people. People who are employed have a better chance of leading healthier lives because they can better take care of themselves since they have the money to do that. While unemployed people cannot really take care of themselves, or they do not have what it takes to be able to lead healthy lives or provide themselves with healthy things. Education. People with high level of education who know what is good for their body tend to also live healthier lives. White people who are ignorant lead unhealthy lives because of information that is not available to them. Social, environment, and status. People who are always surrounded by friends, family, loved ones tend to lead healthier lives than people who lead private or lonely lives. Presence or absence of health services. People who are in environments where health services are readily available to them tend to lead healthier lives. Okay, while people who lack health services will definitely come down with health conditions. Gender. Gender also has a role it plays in the health of people. For example, men are more susceptible to what we call prostate cancer, while females are more susceptible to breast cancer. Now, there are different characteristics or features of healthy people. So, some of the characteristics of healthy people are: 1, the ability to walk without getting tired easily. Ability to understand or grasp mental tasks. Ability to resist infections. Ability to love and respect oneself. They also have the ability to have long and satisfying relationships. Healthy people have the ability to give love and consider the interests of others. They have the ability to make positive decisions, whether health, social, or spiritual decisions, and stand by them. They have the ability to accept their weaknesses and criticism from other people with a positive attitude. They have the ability to rejoice in other people's happiness and respect the differences they see in others. These are just a few of the characteristics of healthy people. With this, we have come to the end of this lesson. A quick summary. We said that the three determinants of health are heredity, environment, and lifestyle. We said that the natural sources of water are grouped into rainwater, surface water, and underground water. We also define sewage as waste that is carried in water, which is transported through septic tanks or drains to where they are deposited or processed. Then we say that the methods of sewage disposal are on-site disposal system, effluent disposal system, and full sewage system. We define refuse as solid waste or material that is rejected or regarded as useless. Then we mention some characteristics of healthy persons. We say that they have the ability to walk without getting tired. They have the ability to understand mental tasks. They have the ability to resist infections, amongst others. With this, we'll take a quick test so that we can know how far or how much we have learned today. Which of the following is a determinant of health? A, drug abuse. B, lifestyle. C, balanced diet. The correct answer is B. Remember, we said that lifestyle is a major determinant of health. Which of the following is a disposal method for refuse? A, burning and burying. B, effluent disposal system. C, on-site disposal system. Our answer is A. Effluent disposal system and on-site disposal system are methods of sewage disposal. So, burning and burying is our answer. With this, we have come to the end of our lesson today. Thank you for staying with me.